Hi, I'm Bill Stevenson from Spotlight Realty, and you might be asking yourself at this time of year, at this time in history, how presidential elections affect home prices. Stay tuned for the answer. Presidential elections can have an impact on home prices, and I'm not suggesting that it's because for policy reasons that there's any reason to think that the president, or whoever the president is, whoever the president's going to be, are going to somehow control housing prices. But there probably is a psychological aspect to it. People waiting to see what happens, that kind of thing. Let's look at history, though. What has happened during election years to home prices? Well, if you watch videos that we put out enough, you won't be surprised to hear me say that home prices always go up. And home prices always go up in the long term. Usually they go up in the short term, but they always go up in the long term. So the last several presidential elections, there's only been one. Home prices before and after actually went down. And you can probably all guess what election that was because it happened to coincide with an enormous problem in the subprime mortgage market. So it was 2008. Home prices before the election in 2008 were slightly higher than they were after the election in 2008, but it had absolutely nothing to do with the election. It had everything to do with subprime mortgages. So the big story here is the presidential election should have little to no impact on long-term housing prices. Long-term housing prices since the beginning of man have always gone up, and they will continue to go up no matter who is elected president, despite some psychological effect in the very, very short term, perhaps in October and early November. So check it out, see if I'm right. Let's talk in January or February and see if housing prices have gone up or down as a result of this presidential election. I'm Bill Stevenson from Spotlight Realty.